Now, in a bit of good news, I know we've had some bad news stories today, or maybe yesterday, just depends on whenever I put them out. We have some good news today, and we're going to see if Sydney Sweeney can actually push the algorithm. Because while she has put her hands into producing things in the past, I mean, she has been basically trying to move forward with something where she knows her looks are going to fade. She knows she's not always going to be the top thing, the top it star. But what she wants to do is foster creativity. And so she's gone into producing as well. Now she will be starring in this new film. And let's just get you to the article so you can have something to look at other than my ugly mug. So we're talking about Sydney Sweeney, obviously, and she's turning an English teacher's Reddit short story into a movie. Now, what does this remind me of right off the bat? It reminds me of a creepypasta that was like 10 years too late called Slenderman. Now, a lot of these Reddit short stories and a lot of these creepypastas actually are really freaking intriguing and really interesting. And they can make for good movies, just put in the right hands. Well, here are the hands that it's going to be put into because Sydney Sweeney is starring and producing this one. Warner Brothers has picked it up, and Eric Roth is writing the script. So it's going to be more of a horror tale, in my opinion. I mean, that just basically thing. This is not the original article that I was going to do the review of. This one actually has a little bit more information. So we're going to go through it a little bit more nuanced together. So 4 years, a high school English teacher posted a short story to Reddit, a tale with Gone Girl worthy twists and turns. That was a great film by Ben Affleck, who directed that. And now Joe Cody is in the midst of his own real life plot twist. Now, Massachusetts-based Educators Project is in development as a feature with Sydney Sweeney attached to star and produce. Eric Roth is penning the script. Now, he also wrote for Forrest Gump. There was another one that he wrote for, but I can't really remember right there. Also, at the beginning, I thought it was like Eli Roth, so that's my mistake. But this is why we do all this in one take. Warner Brothers has won the rights, because I'm not always right. Warner Brothers has won the rights to the package in a competitive situation that now puts the teacher on Hollywood's radar because he first landed representation after Ann Folby of Underground Entertainment stumbled upon the story and sought him out for a meeting. Now, her involvement pushed it into overdrive, which then pushed other people into overdrive. Oh, everyone wants to get on board because Sydney Sweeney is the hot new thing. Now, until her star burns out, if it ever does burn out, she is definitely she's something you want to be the centerpiece of conversation, especially when it comes out to films nowadays. Even though a lot of her films aren't really doing very well, they're still getting a lot of media attention. Now, this coach story, titled I Pretended to Be a Missing Girl So I Could Rob Her Family, centers on a young woman who shows up at a family's doorsteps 10 years after their 18-year-old daughter went missing. Her plan is to convince the family she's their missing child, stay away, and stay just for one night, long enough to steal some valuables, and get away. No director is attached yet, but they've got all the pieces in place. So basically, once they get the script completely nailed down, they have something they can ship out and shop to other directors. People, they're seeing the clout that is coming with it right now. Once they get everything else knocked down, they can go shop it to directors, and they will have their pick of the litter. Sweeney will star in it and produce via her 50-50 films, along with Underground's Trevor Ingleson and Folby. Room 101, Steven Schneider, and Vertigo's Roy Lee and Mira Yoon. Cody will executive produce. Good gracious. Yeah, they have everything in place. We just need a director and a script, and let's freaking go. Let's get off to casting right now. Sweeney is one of the top young actors in Hollywood. Yes, we all know that. She's already getting everything thrown her way. Here's another stuff. Here's another bunch of other stuff that Roth is a veteran writer for, and his credits span The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, which was Oscar nominated. A Star is Born. Is that the one with because A Star is Born has been done like 4 or 5 times. Is that the one with Lady Gaga? Dune Part 1 with Denis Villeneuve. Killers of the Flower Moon. That was a Martin Scorsese one with Robert De Niro, Leo DiCaprio. Golly, why was I crashing on his name? Dude has done some very high profile stuff. And what it kind of means to me is that this Eric Roth guy, the stuff that he's going to write is going to be nuanced. It's going to have depth to it. And that's really what we need in Hollywood nowadays. And the fact that it comes from just this short story that somebody found on Reddit, I think is actually extremely expiring. And this is what Hollywood should be going back towards. It's going back to actual imagination, artistic integrity. It's just, this little what if scenario or this little short story scenario. Stephen King got big off of those. He didn't get big off his novels, he got big off of his short stories. Look at Frank Darabont's career. Completely took off by taking Stephen King's short stories and making them into 3-hour long, absolutely epic film. We're talking about The Green Mile. Boom. We're talking about, oh my gosh, I just lost it. The Shawshank Redemption, widely considered one of the best films of all time. This is where it all starts. It all starts from an idea that will later be fleshed out by people who actually know what they're doing. And especially with the writer of the original idea, they're executive producing with them. This actually could be something that's really good. You got a star that a lot of simps are going to go for. They're at least going to be excited about it. Will they watch it? We'll see with everything that comes out. This is Malty from Mouth to Malty. Y'all have a great day and take care. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.